My clothes come from. Wouldn't it be great if you could wear your favorite clothes all the time? But you need different clothes for different weather and for different and doing different things. You need warm clothes for cold days, cool clothes for hot days, and clothes to keep you dry in the rain. You need fancy clothes and clothes to get messy in. But what are your clothes made of? And where did they come from? What are your jeans made of? Your jeans are made of cotton, and cotton grows on bushes. A cotton seed needs lots of sun and water to grow into a bush. It takes about 10 weeks for a flower to bloom after the flower dies. A seed pod called a cotton ball swells and ripens. In a few more weeks, the ball splits open and soft, snowy white cotton fibers puff out. The balls are picked by hand or by machines. Then a machine called a gin gets rid of the seeds tangled in the cotton fibers. What's the name of that machine? A gin. The clean cotton is put into bales and taken to a spinning mill. This is the spinning mill where the cotton goes through. Then the spinning machine stretches the fiber. In another mill, the yarn is dyed in a bath of purpley blue dye. See, that blue is dipped in that dye. Now it's ready to be woven into cloth. The cotton yarn is woven into cloth on a loom. This is called a loom. The cloth is cut into shapes. See, you make your pants shapes, all kinds of shapes, which are sewn together with your jeans. Your jeans are cool to wear and strong enough to stand up to rough stuff. What is your sweater made of? Your sweater is made of wool, the long hair from a sheep. The sheep's wool is cut off once a year. It doesn't hurt the sheep. She's probably glad to be cool again. Raw wool is dirty and greasy, so it is taken to a mill and washed well. This is called scouring. What's the name of it? Scouring. Now the clean, dry wool can be dyed. So now it's dyed. A carding machine combs the dry fibers straight and rolls them into a thick, soft rope of wool. It's woven into wool. Next, a spinning machine gently pulls out the stretchy wool fibers and twists them into the yarn. The yarn is thin, so several strands are twisted together to make wool that is thick enough to knit into clothes. Look at there. Knitting can be done on a machine or by hand. Maybe someone in your family knit your sweater. The wool keeps the sheep warm, and now it's a sweater that's keeping you cozy. Around the world, people make wool from different long-haired animals. Yaks, bison in North America, camels in China, llamas in Apicus in South America, musk oxen in Alaska. Cashmere goats grow extra soft hair that makes silky, fine sweaters that keeps you warm. The hair from Angora goats is made into soft mohair wool for clothes and favorable teddy bears. Angora rabbit wool is really fluffy. What's your party dress made of? Some fancy dresses are made of silk. Silk is the lightest cloth of all, and it's a fiber made by insects. Silkworms are not really worms. They're the caterpillars of a small white moth. Farmers breed thousands of them, feeding them the leaves of mulberry trees. Each silkworm makes a silky thread and winds a single silk thread and winds it into a coconut around his body. The single thread can be a mile long. Wow, I tell you, that was a tongue twister right there. The cocoons are dried, then softened in hot water. The superfine silk threads are gently unrolled and wound around a reel. These silk threads are pulled and twisted together to make a thicker, stronger yarn. Then the silk can be dyed bright colors before being woven into cloth or loom. Silk can be made into different kinds of cloth. Floaty, silky, shiny, satin, soft, taffeta, or rich velvet in any form is ready to be made into your party dress. Perfect for a special occasion, and you feel special.